Graphs of trigonometric function. So let's determine the amplitude, period, and phase shift of this function. So when we do that, going back to the formula where we have y equals a my apologies. Phone distracted me. Anyways, so when we're determining what this is, we know that we have y is equal to a sine of bx plus c or minus c plus k. So a is going to give me my amplitude, and to find the amplitude, we need to get its absolute value. So my amplitude, I'm going to call it capital A. The absolute value of A in this case here is -1. So my amplitude is 1. A is -1, but the amplitude of it is 1. Okay, so my period is going to be, since we are talking about sine, is going to be 2 pi over b. And what is b? Well, you notice b is the coefficient on x, and all we have here is 6, 7x. So that means c is 0, right? So b is going to be 6/7. I'm going to do basic math. We're going to change, flip. So it's 2 pi times 7/6. Oh, what happens? The 2 and the 6 reduces. And now I got 7 pi thirds is for my period. All right, and then this phase shift again is c, which c is 0. So that answers all of this. Okay. Okay, so now let's solve for the next one. The next one says, determine the amplitude, period, and phase shift again. So we notice that amplitude is going to be the absolute value of A. A is -8. So 8 is my amplitude. My period is going to be, oh, wow. So we got some work to do with this one here. So we have bx plus c here, right? And the formula, we go all the way back, the formula should be negative c, right? And what we are given here is 4x plus pi halves. So I'm going to factor out this 4 as the coefficient on x, and let's factor it out. So I'm going to have 4, right? X. So it's the same as saying, oh, I'm going to divide all of this by 4. Right? So now I get 4 over 4. I factored out at the, to go back to college algebra, when I said factor out this 4, I'm factoring out the greatest common factor. I'm going to just factor out the 4. I get 4x. The formula should have read bx minus c, and this is positive, so I know that I'm going to have a minus negative pi over, and when I divide it over here by 4, I'm multiplying it to that. It's going to give me 2 times 4, which is 8. All right, so now I know my b, so 2 pi over b, which is 4, which reduces down to pi halves. And then my phase shift is going to be c is equal to a negative pi. Okay, let's do our next one. And my stomach's growling, my apologies. Okay, so that ends that one.